Hey there, guys. We're going to be talking about our top or favorite, whatever, top 10 best / favorite films of the 2000s. They have some honorable mentions.
Okay, fine. My first and only honorable mention is Christopher Nolan's The Prestige. So, yeah, it's not top 10, but it's really good.
The only other movie from the 2000s that I think I give a 10 to, and that's Shrek, the original.
That's not 2000s.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so Shrek is a great animated movie. It's an amazing animated movie. It's one of my favorites, but it just didn't make this list. So there you go.
Okay, I have 3 honorable mentions. Last Samurai, which is an underrated samurai movie. It's better than I thought it would be, and I give it a 10. And Tom Cruise is actually really great in the movie.
Can't say that about
also, yeah, not Rain Man.
Shut up. That's his best performance.
Okay, and then There Will Be Blood. Amazing performance by Daniel Day-Lewis. And then Casino Royale, which is my favorite Bond movie. And yeah, it's great. Amazing. 10.
So, one of his honorable mentions was There Will Be Blood, and that's actually my number 10. I saw it recently, first time a few days ago. Daniel Day-Lewis, he's a great actor. Well, this is like one of the only movies I've seen him in, but he definitely deserved the Best Actor Oscar for this. So yeah, There Will Be Blood.
So my number 10 is another animated movie, and
another animated movie,
and that's Monsters Inc., which is a pretty underrated. I don't know if it's underrated, but so this is a movie by Pixar, and it's really creative. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that's like this before. The voice acting is amazing, and it has Steve Buscemi in it. He's like the best actor. Yeah, and John Goodman, and there you go. It's amazing.
My number 10 is The Departed by Martin Scorsese. This movie looks so much better than the foreign movie Infernal Affairs, which this movie was like based off of.
Internal Affairs.
Infernal Affairs.
No,
it's Infernal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and yeah, that's also in the top 250, but that doesn't look that good. But The Departed is a great movie with like an amazing cast. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson. Mark Wahlberg is also amazing in this movie, and has a really great soundtrack too.
What's that? Departed?
What? Yes, Departed.
My number 9 is a movie neither of them have seen, and that is Milk. It's 2007, I think.
8.
Or 2008. I think it's a really underrated movie, and yeah, I don't know why people don't talk about this movie. It's a great movie. Sean Penn won the Best Actor Oscar for this movie, which he totally deserves. And if you haven't seen Milk, definitely check it out. It's the second best Gus Van Sant movie.
So my number 9 is Castaway with Tom Hanks, and this is a movie that I think everyone knows because it's really famous, and it's about Tom Hanks on an island, and he becomes friends with a volleyball. It's one of the best duos ever. I don't know, I think some people might say that the movie isn't as good when, okay, I'm not going to spoil it, but some people say the ending isn't as good as the middle, but I think it's all amazing.
The best part is like the second act.
Yeah, but it's still a 10, and it's still amazing.
Okay, my number 9 is Adaptation by Spike Jonze.
And
this movie is actually really original. Like, the story is about like an actual writer, Charlie Kaufman, and like it's like him and his twin brother, and they're both played by Nicolas Cage, and this is by far Nicolas Cage's best performance and his best movie. And yeah, he's actually like good in this movie. It's not like a joke. You know, he's actually good in this movie. It's really well written, and it's one of the most original movies I've probably ever seen in my life, and it's really well directed.
My number 8 is Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds. One of my favorite Tarantino movies, and one of my favorite ensemble casts as well. Brad Pitt and Christoph Waltz are absolutely amazing in this movie.
You don't think I'm scary?
Hans Landa is a great character.
Gorlami.
I don't know what else to say about Inglourious Basterds. It's just an amazing movie. Look at this.
It's like 1, 8, 6, 4, 9.
Okay. No one's even gonna get what we're talking about. So at 8, it's Catch Me If You Can the Steven Spielberg movie, and it has two of the greatest actors. I'm gonna mention Tom Hanks first because I like Tom Hanks more than Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio, he is a great actor, and they both give. It's probably my favorite. No, not. It's close to my favorite Leonardo DiCaprio performance. It's not my favorite Tom Hanks performance, but Tom Hanks is really amazing in this, and so is Leo. I haven't seen the movie in a while, but I remember it being amazing. So there you go.
So my number 8 is Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2. These two are directed by Tarantino, and they're some of his best movies and some of his most well-written movies for sure. Uma Thurman's actually really amazing in this movie. It's probably my favorite Uma Thurman performance. I do like the first one more than the second one, but I do realize the second one has more of a story. The characters, Uma Thurman's more developed. The Bride, that's her character's name. But yeah, I like the first one more because it's like fast-paced and like simplistic, but I love both. They're like 10 out of 10s, easy.
My number 7, I think they both like hate this movie or something.
I haven't seen it.
No, I like it.
It's Slumdog
It's a good
Millionaire.
movie.
Delise, you think it's one of the worst Best Picture winners?
No, I don't think it's one of the worst. It's just overrated.
How is it overrated? I think it's
Oh my
underrated.
God.
How's it underrated?
Because everyone hates it now because it won Best Picture.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I give it an 8.
I think it's a great. Yeah, it's an 8.
Well, in your rating system, that's like shit.
Slumdog Millionaire, no matter what he says, it's a great movie.
Dogs.
It's a really good movie, goddammit.
Slumdog Millionaire, watch it now.
The next movie is a movie that these two like more than me, like a lot more than me, but I still love it, and that's No Country for Old Men with Javier Bardem and Josh Brolin and Tommy Lee Jones. So it has a good cast. And Anton Chigurh, who is Javier Bardem's character, is one of the best villains of all time in a movie. And this movie is just really intense and just really fast-paced because it's always like Josh Brolin is trying to get away from Anton, and Tommy Lee Jones is tracking Anton. So it's just basically a wild chase through Texas or whatever. It really makes you not want to find $1 million. If you find a briefcase full of $1 million, look for a tracker because some crazy psychopath is going to come looking for you if you take it. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, my number 7 is probably the most depressing movie ever made. My number 7 is one of the most depressing, if not the most depressing movie ever made. It's about drugs, and it shows you why you should not do drugs. And that's Requiem for a Dream, directed by Darren Aronofsky. And he's just an amazing director. He made Black Swan, and he's just a great director, and he pays a lot. And he pays lots of attention to detail, especially like the needle going into the arm. Like, just amazing scene. I do it all the time. Except it's depressing. Jared Leto's great. Ellen Burstyn. I don't know, whatever her name is. She's great in the movie, and I like the ending too, and the score is like amazing too, and it's really well edited too, like amazingly well edited. But it's disturbing, you know. You don't want to put this in on a Friday night and enjoy yourself.
Okay, number 6, finally, and that is Departed. At first, I didn't like this movie, but I rewatched it
Because
fairly
you're too
recently.
stupid to get it.
Yeah, totally.
I don't understand it.
That was you, John.
No, it
You're like, Mark Wahlberg looks like Matt Damon, which makes no sense.
They do look
No,
alike.
they don't. They
Yes,
don't look
they do
alike.
They
They're so
do.
stupid.
Jeez. Yeah, The Departed.
Did it padded?
I'm surprised it's that high on your list. You like hate it.
No, I don't.
You gave it like an 8, so it means that.
No, it's like a 9. I
Well, that still means it's like good, not great or anything.
think. I gave Interstellar a 9.
Well, you probably hate it.
No, it's in my top 10. One of the best DiCaprio movies, actually.
No, it's not the best.
No, it's one of the best DiCaprio.
Yes, it's
Django
one of the
is-
best.
This cast there's a great cast in this.
Yeah.
Matt
Matt Damon.
DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg,
Jack Nicholson.
Martin Sheen.
Okay, at number 6, I have Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2. And I'm the opposite of him. He says he likes Kill Bill 1 more. I like Kill Bill 2 more because though Kill Bill 1 is amazing, Kill Bill 2 is amazing. And Kill Bill 2 has
No, you haven't even seen it. Shut
Shut up. They don't have to know that.
Kill Bill 1 has the best action scene, which is whatever you said, Crazy Eights or whatever.
Yeah, Crazy 88.
Yeah, Crazy 88. But number 2 is the best scene, which is the bride meeting with Bill. You're right, Uma Thurman gives an amazing performance, but it's not as good as Pulp Fiction. But this is my 3rd favorite Tarantino movie, I think. So there you go.
My number 6 is American Psycho, which is like,
It's in the big
like,
square.
which like everything about this movie is amazing. Like
Hey,
Christian
Paul.
Bale's performance is like in the top 5 best performances of all time. People find it like very controversial, and people have like different thoughts about it. And some people think it's like all in his head, and some people think none of it was in his head. But yeah, spoilers.
How would we just bleep out your face?
I think that the more absurd things, like him killing the hooker with the chainsaw, is like in his head, but some of the other things
You're
are
just
real.
spoiling the mood.
I don't care, okay? You should have
Everyone's
seen this movie by now, okay? If you haven't, I don't give a shit, okay?
Yeah, I feel like 34 years ago.
What?
Catch Me If You Can, one of my favorite Steven Spielberg movies, starring 2 of my favorite actors. And I absolutely love
Ben
this
Affleck.
movie. All the phone scenes are some of the best scenes in the movie, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
What about the...
Yeah, well, let's watch. Oh, yes. Let's watch. Evan, what's your number 5?
Oh, my number 5, District 9, from Neil Blomkamp. From Neil Blomkamp,
Elysium.
director of Elysium and
Chappie.
Chappie, which both those are Peasley junk. I haven't seen either, but I'm assuming that this is his best movie because it is amazing, and
This is Peter Jackson produced it.
the best character in the movie is the main alien, who's forced to live in this like ghetto for aliens, and he wants to escape, but the humans won't let them. So that's what the whole movie is about. And the main character, Wickus. Okay, so he has to help the aliens, and it's just an amazing, amazing movie with amazing special effects and a great storyline and a great style to it. And it's actually really sad because you feel bad for the aliens. So there you go.
My number 5 is No Country for Old Men, and I love this movie. It's by the Coen Brothers.
No cuts.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's by the Coen Brothers. You said that Anton Chigurh's. You said Anton Chigurh is one of the best villains ever. He's one of the best characters of all time.
You like don't even have a character.
Shut up.
Gran Torino. Now, I haven't seen too many Clint Eastwood movies, but I definitely need to see more. Hopefully all the Clint Eastwood movies are as good or greater than Gran Torino. Best movie named after a car.
Okay, and number 4 is Superbad, which is a comedy, and I didn't think it would be amazing. I thought it would be like funny, but I didn't think it would be one of the best movies of all time. And it turned out it is one of the best movies of all time.
Shut up! It is one of the best. You have like Who Framed Roger Rabbit doing this.
3 friends who are Jonah Hill,
Jonah Hill, Michael Cera.
McLovin.
What?
You're McLovin.
No, I'm not McLovin.
Yeah, you are.
How am I McLovin? I'm,
Because we're gonna send you to go get the beer.
I'm Michael C. Hall.
No, you're what?
Yeah.
I'm Michael Cera.
Yeah,
because
he's
his name's Evan.
And I'm Seth, and you're McLovin.
I'm not McLovin. How am I
You look
McLovin?
like McLovin.
I do not.
Superbad.
Evan Peters.
It's about 3 friends, and they're trying to get beer for a party, so Jonah Hill can get laid. And
Evan. Oh, that's me.
and then it turns out they all get laid. And the ending, when they're all just like having a sleepover in the basement, is just amazing.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's amazing, and you have to watch it, and you'll laugh like every scene. So.
Okay, my number 4 is a Christopher Nolan movie. My number 4 is The Prestige, which I think this has one of the best endings of all time. I think you agree.
Yes.
It's about 2 magicians, and they're like rivals and
Isn't
shit.
it about Houdini?
Yeah, okay, this is one of the best Hugh Jackman movies, one of the best Christian Bale movies. Overall, Christopher Nolan made a really great movie. Again, not really that
Surprising.
surprising, yeah. But yeah, great movie, you guys should watch it. it's pretty interesting.
Pretty.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's extremely interesting.
Now number 3. My number 3 is another Christopher Nolan movie. I think it's his best movie and my favorite.
Insomnia.
Yeah. Memento. I love Memento, just like the whole plot of it. Guy Pearce. Yeah, it's probably the
you sound so compelled.
It's so compelling. Honestly, you have to watch Memento. It's like one of those movies that you have to watch once in your life, or a few times actually, because you might need to watch it a few times to understand it completely and appreciate it. So yeah, Memento definitely.
I can't believe we didn't know it was in black and white. Or lots of it was in black and white.
Yeah, I forgot.
Well, number 3 is going to be a really controversial choice.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So number 3 is The Day After Tomorrow. For a while, this was my favorite movie.
Just your taste.
And it's still one of my favorite movies because this movie is just awesome and amazing, and it has Dennis Quaid and Jake Gyllenhaal. And I love Dennis Quaid in this movie, even though everyone seems to hate Dennis Quaid, like you guys. Don't even know who Dennis Quaid is.
He's pretty good, but he's not like one of the
I
best
love
actors ever made.
But I love
ever.
Dennis Quaid, and the special effects are like some of the greatest ever. So, like the New York thing.
My number 3 is what is it? Gran Torino.
Mm.
Okay. People compare Up to Gran Torino,
Because this
and
is basically the same movie.
but like I don't understand it because Gran
This
Torino's a
Asian guy
good movie, a
This
great
Asian
movie.
kid shows up at his
Okay,
door.
okay, so
Asian
people,
old man.
okay, so people say Up
Whatever.
is like Gran Torino, but Gran Torino's a good movie, a great movie, but Up is like an overrated Pixar movie that shouldn't get all the awards. Okay, Gran Torino is a great movie, and Clint Eastwood is amazing in this movie. I'm surprised that he didn't even get a Best Actor nomination or anything. I don't know if he was even nominated for Best Director or Best Picture. The movie kind of looks like every Clint Eastwood movie now. It's like dark, depressing, and it looks like really grayish.
Yeah, it's not that depressing.
Well, it's not depressing. It's
It
pretty
wasn't
funny.
even nominated for a
Yeah.
single Oscar.
It's funny.
It's a really funny movie.
Number 2 is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I have it.
Even Two Towers.
Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King. It's my favorite trilogy of all time, and I think it's the best trilogy
It's my favorite sleep
of
medicine.
all time. And I think everyone can agree, Lord of the Rings trilogy is some of the greatest movies ever made.
It's just
Definitely
Oscar
one.
bait.
Look at your list.
Look at yours. It's like Inglourious Basterds. Milk.
I want to see chocolate milk.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
think about it. Tom Hanks won Best Actor.
Okay,
Yeah, like
that's 2 movies.
Wolf of Wall Street was about a gay relationship.
Yeah, Gilbert Grape. He was having sex with that other guy.
He was eating out Gilbert Grape. My number 2 is a Bond movie. Casino Royale is my number 2 because this movie is amazing. It's way different than what you think a Bond movie is. Like, when you think of a Bond movie, you usually think like just about this guy with like, I don't know, like a laser pen fighting a bad guy, and the bad guy talks for 20 minutes and then gets killed.
Yeah, talks about his evil plan to destroy the world.
Yeah, Daniel Craig is amazing in this movie, and Le Chiffre, played by
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen, he is amazing. He's not what you think of a Bond villain. He's not sitting in his chair going, "I'm going to blow up the world."
He has like a cat on his shoulder or whatever.
Stroking a cat.
Oh, yeah.
The opening action scene, the parkour scene in like the
Parkour.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know when he's chasing
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That is just amazing. And everything. Even the card scenes are intense, even though I don't even know how to play the game. They're still intense because you're like, oh shit,
like-
he's not going to win. And they have to keep their poker face on. And also, Eva Green.
Yeah, sexy.
Yeah. Watch the movie.
Well, you only like what Kristen Stewart or whatever.
Josh.
Watch 300 Rise of an Empire. She's pretty good in the movie.
Alright.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Well, blue is the warmest color.
She's not even in there.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It's too...
Let's go. Go.
She's not even in that. Shut up. I know the squealers when I see them. And
Okay, my number 2 is Catch Me If You Can.
Ah.
No, this is an amazing Spielberg movie, and
This is so off the rails.
they've all. I can't really say much about the movie. They've all said everything. Leo's amazing. Tom Hanks is amazing.
Story is
The
amazing.
scenes where they're like talking on the phone are amazing. Leo's amazing, especially Leo. I mean,
Leo. Tom
like-
Hanks is the star of that movie. He holds that movie.
no, Leo held that like glue, like Tom Hanks. Just too
Anybody
old.
could have played.
Also, the movie's really underrated. Like no one talks about it when they talk about like best Spielberg movies.
Yes. It's like Saving Private Ryan, Schindler's List, Jaws.
Dead by the Night.
No Country for Old Men. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. The Coen Brothers, man, they know how to make movies. This
About money and kidnapping.
Yes. This movie, everything that made me.
Fargo's
Anton Chigurh.
better.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Anton Chigurh is amazing, and all the other.
Yeah, we've
characters.
all said it.
There's nothing really I can say other than what everybody said. So yeah.
Okay, your number one is J. Edgar.
My number one is a movie that they both had on their list, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's Gran Torino. I think this is probably my favorite Eastwood movie, even though I friggin' love Dirty Harry and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Those are some of the greatest movies of all time. This is one of the greatest movies of all time. Clint Eastwood is amazing, and there's so many memorable scenes in this movie, and him making fun of
The Asian kid.
the Asians and the black people. Those scenes are just funny, even though some people are like, oh, Clint Eastwood's so racist. It's like, this movie is so funny. It's one of the greatest movies of all time, because even though people say, oh, the Asian kid is awful in the movie, and it doesn't end like how you think it would end. So there you go.
Okay, my number one is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Okay, so I have the entire trilogy on there, and my ranking for it is like Return of the King, Fellowship of the Ring, and then Two Towers. But I love the entire trilogy.
Miners.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy is the best trilogy of all time. It's all of them are like long, but like it's a great movie. It's a great journey. It has amazing characters. There's like 5 characters I would say are like some of the best characters of all time. Like Aragorn, Gollum, Legolas, and okay. So Lord of the Rings is amazing. Amazing visual effects. Peter Jackson, when he actually knew how to make good movies.
He made The Hobbit.
Yeah, good movies. Josh is silent.
He produced District 9.
Yeah, he produced. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, he probably
He wasn't even executive producer, it was just produced.
Yeah. Okay, Lord of the Rings is amazing. Go watch it. Okay, so all 3 of us have pretty good lists. Watch all of them.
Okay, yeah, No Control Man, Gran Torino, and Catch Me If You Can are in all 3 of our lists, and that is because they are 3 of the greatest movies ever made.
So, what's your top 10 favorite movies, or the best movies of 2010s? Or the 2000s? And we're going to be doing the 90s.
Which is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
It's all going to be from like 1994 and 1999.
And 1995.
Yeah.
Dude,
Like, I'm gonna lead at Braveheart and The Usual Suspects.
Okay,
Usual Suspects, you pig.
and we do our 90s best movies of the 1990s list. All of the movies on all of our lists are going to be in the top 250 because they are just that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, except I have one.
What?
It was
Usual Suspects.
Shut up, that's in the 250.
Bicentennial.
Bicentennial Man.
Okay, so
So
90s is coming
that'll
soon.
be in the future.
That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. So see ya.